Hi, my name is Maribeth Tabanera. I am a Tagalog, Visayan, Filipinx, queer non-binary teacher and artist here based in Treaty 1 territory, Winnipeg, Manitoba. Yeah, so I'm born and raised here in the north end of Winnipeg, and I've been a dancer all of my life, creative all of my life. Professionally, I've been teaching for over a decade now, and currently I'm working as an internship coordinator at the Met schools in the Seven Oaks School Division. Aside from that, I have my own artistic business called Kilusan Productions, which sort of encompasses my work as a dancer, choreographer, DJ, event producer. Lately I've been getting into writing, so that's a bit about what I do. So Kilusan is a chosen name. A few years ago, I felt like I needed a rebrand on my artistic alias, and I was trying to think of a word that resonated with who I am and the things that I believe in, like social justice and liberation for all. And so Kilusan is a Tagalog word that means movement. Movement of an individual, movement of a group of people. So it just clicked and it worked for me, and so that's why I chose Kilusan. Why dance? I don't know. Dance was always a part of my life. I was often dancing at home in my parents' living room and copying all the dancers I would see on TV and in the movies. It was also like a fun way for me to pass the time whenever my cousins would come over. By the time I was 18, I started to teach my classmates for these kind of special events in the Filipino community called debuts. And from there, through university, I was still kind of figuring out what I wanted to teach. I did teach dance part-time, and I was part of dance crews like Define Movement and Project Dance Company and Boss Dance Company. And so dancing and teaching always kind of overlapped, and as much as like people have given their time to me to learn, I've been able to give back to the community through my teaching. DJing was like a later life thing. I started DJing, I guess, like 5 years ago. It just again was another artistic practice that I was really interested in, and maybe not had the time to do, and yeah, so I decided to take that up, and again was something that was just more of a hobby, and then it turned out to be more of like a side hustle, and it's really exciting because to have sort of my experience as a dancer and hearing the music that I've heard through my battling and through community organizing, it's really interesting to be able to bring that sound out to the larger community. And yeah, and then teaching is just like a blessing. I'm so grateful to be able to work with young people in our community. And lately I've been mentoring students outside of the institution and doing more so within the artistic community, and that's also I am really hopeful, and I want to focus my energy on, because we need leaders in those spaces as well. So yeah, it's always sort of a cyclical thing for me. Like, as much as I'm learning from people, I also want people to be able to have the knowledge that I was gifted with. So yeah. What's next? Yeah, I have many projects on the go always. I have some really exciting events coming up at the end of summer. I have a dance battle called Grillam Volume 2 over at CCFM in St. Boniface in Winnipeg. And then the following weekend, I have an event, a ballroom event we're calling Midsummer Nights Mini Ball, which will be for the queer community in our city to compete and hopefully win some prizes and trophies and things like that. Both events will have special guests from out of town, so I'm really looking forward to that. Aside from that, I'm traveling quite a bit this summer and sharing my art, teaching, and also resting, because that's really important over the summer months as well, so that I have lots of energy for when the school year starts to get in September. So Equalize Dance Constellation is a project that I just finished, which was organized by Bryce, who is a contemporary dancer. And so he brought together myself doing Vogue Femme, Shaq, who did hip hop, Boma, who did Afro beats, Benji, who did Crump, and we all came together to teach each other our various styles over a course of a few days. And the ending portion of the programming was us delivering workshops in the city and in Steinbach through Boss Dance Academy and through Live Dance Center. And yeah, it was a great experience to work with my contemporaries and then just sort of see how we can integrate the teachings into our own freestyle dance, and then as well as give back to the community and have the donations be given to Main Street Project. So again, it goes back again to always community and building that up, because it's given us as artists so much. So yeah.